First out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their second drive here to ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On second down, Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
But it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA's. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Mike Evans puts it on. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Here is Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And Xavier... And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. A beautiful fake. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Kamara now to return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nico Collins, 53 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Burrow, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Burrow will throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Come on, set.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Young on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 10.
Young off the play fake, rolling to his right.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Gets around him, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here we go. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow. Escape. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Joe Burrow in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready? On the ball.
Running right. Here's Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going. nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's a running play now with Chark.
The 20. 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Ready. On the ball.
In motion right is Ridley.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Burrow looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And now here's another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 22-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Faster, faster.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go.
New Orleans.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The pass caught by Olave. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Joe Burrow.
His his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Come on, set.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Another run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go, set.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Ready.
Young. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Saints 22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and